In this video, we're going to be talking about how to get to 1,000 paying customers as fast as possible. Now, in order to do this video, I did some research. So I looked up the fastest growing AI SaaS companies today. I'll read it to you. Replit, 6 months to get to 100 million in ARR. Lovable, 8 months. Cursor, 12 months. And 11 Labs, 24 months. Now, this speed of growing to 100 million in ARR is absolutely insane and never before seen. If you compare this to how it was in the SaaS world, it used to take anywhere from 5 to 10 years to reach 100 million in annual recurring revenue. So here's the big question. What are all these AI companies doing? Why are they growing so fast? And how can you steal their go-to-market strategies and their marketing strategies and the core principles so that you too can get to 1,000 paying customers as fast as possible? In this episode, I'm going to break down the 3 core principles that they are using to drive this kind of growth. And then I'm going to show you a bonus one that brings all these principles together so you really understand the mental model they're using. When you implement these principles, when you actually put this into play, you are going to be able to accelerate your path to 1,000 paying customers as fast as possible. Intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm TK, the managing director here at TK Capital. TK Capital is a portfolio of advisory and AI SaaS companies. And on this channel, I share everything that I'm learning as I'm growing these companies. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon. You'll get notified every single time I drop an episode with the TK energy, with actionable tactics on how to grow your business faster based on the things that I'm using for my own businesses. Also, if you are already part of this community, welcome back. It's really awesome to see you over here. My last company, ToutApp, amassed 100,000 registered users. They were all salespeople, were backed by the likes of Andreessen Horowitz, and then we sold it to a market leader. My current company, one of my portfolio companies, Unstoppable, this is under Unstoppable is where we have our YouTube channel, LinkedIn. It's a bit of an advisory and media company. We amassed about 130,000 subscribers between YouTube and LinkedIn, and that took us 4 years. So I kind of know what it takes to amass massive amounts of users and customers and scale. But what we're seeing today is totally different when it comes to actually driving growth and getting to critical mass. These AI companies are growing faster than ever before. So I really started to dig in to understand what is it that's making AI companies grow so effectively and so fast at a pace that's never before seen. It's the craziest thing. Literally, these are the fastest growing companies in the history of the planet. Never before seen. So I'm going to break it down into 3 core principles that are following, and then I'm going to show you exactly how they all come together, and that's going to be your aha moment. So if you're excited to dig in, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's dig right into principle number 1. The first principle is organic social. What you'll see for all of these companies is the founders are on organic social talking about their companies and sharing what they're doing. But it doesn't stop there. Not only are they posting, you will also see for all these successful companies, the actual users are using the product, and they're doing one of 2 things. 1, they're sharing their experience, or 2, they're sharing the output of using their product. This is super important because before, companies would market and maybe they would do organic social, but their users would just be in the software and that would be the end of it. But in this case, even for prosumer products and business products, the users are either sharing their actual experience or are taking what they built using one of these companies, the outcome of their AI software, and sharing it again in organic social, which is creating a viral loop and getting more and more people talking about it. The third thing that you'll see that is going on with all of these is they're getting influencers to actually post on organic social. So let's take an example. Take Anthropic. I know you've seen this. If you're scrolling through LinkedIn or you're scrolling through X, you're scrolling through Facebook, you will inevitably see someone talking about their Claude code installation or some sort of prompts. Now, you look at it and you say, oh my God, this is incredible. I want some of that. But what's really happening is this is organic social marketing that's done by influencers or even micro influencers for their company. It's free marketing. So organic social is at the bedrock of these AI companies growing. And it makes a ton of sense. Why are these companies growing so fast? One of the big reasons is social media is more dialed in than ever before. People are scrolling their feeds. People are looking at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. And when all these people are posting about these products and the end result of these products and their experience with the products and even how to use these products effectively, it's creating more and more demand than ever before. Now, it doesn't stop there. That's part of the equation. The second principle that comes in, which will tie into 3 and how the core bonus principle comes together, is paid social. What these companies are then doing is taking all these organic pieces of content, whether it's something the founder posted or a user posted or an influencer posted, and they are promoting that through the ad platform. So either taking that messaging, so in LinkedIn, you can go in and create thought leader ads where you just take a normal person's post and you say, hey, LinkedIn, I'll give you $100 a day or $1,000 a day. Put this post by this actual person in front of our customers so that they learn about our product. They're doing the same with their founder post. They're doing the same with the influencer post. So what it's doing is it's taking the already viral or semi-viral organic social content about the product by the founders or the teams or the users or the influencers, and then pouring gasoline on it and actually accelerating the reach, which is creating even more of a halo effect. Now, these two things on their own aren't groundbreaking. They did exist during the SaaS era, but there's a third thing that's really bringing this together. The third thing is referrals and a core viral loop and word of mouth. What's happening here is people are using the product, and this is important, I kind of mentioned this, but the natural byproduct of that is they're posting about their experience, they are sharing the outcome of the product, and they're talking about the product and how it's completely changed their lives. This is creating a full loop. It's actually driving referrals. So right from the product, they're sharing it with other people. It spreads within the team. They are actually using the product, and the product is built in a way where it creates a viral loop, which means that they're sharing the outcome of the product and more people are seeing the outcome and saying, hey, I want that too, and they're signing up for the product. And it's also creating a halo effect and a word of mouth with the brand. So that's the third principle they're putting in. And this makes sense because in the old SaaS world, you had to put in a lot of work to get an output from a SaaS product. But with AI, you can just go in and just use it and it immediately generates output for you, which is valuable, which you can then share, which you can then get value from, which is why the number of clicks it takes from signing up for a product to getting to an aha moment has shrunk, which means that people are achieving success and sharing it that much faster. Now, before I bring this together in the bonus principle, there's a way to think about this. Like once you see it, you can't unsee it. You'll totally change how you think about go-to-market, getting customers, or designing products and viral loops, like all of it. But before I do that, let me pause here for a second. Are you starting to see the power in this? If you're starting to see the power in this on how organic social with paid social with inherent viral loops in the product just creates this unstoppable machine of growth, and how you can use that when architected the right way to drive incredible growth at breakneck speeds for your product. If you're starting to see the power of this, can I just get a yes in the comments below? And also smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It just loves it when you do that. Also, before we go into the bonus step on how this all comes together, this episode is brought to you by the folks at Instant. Instant is a demand acquisition platform. Instant looks at your website and generates an entire demand acquisition system for you so that you can post on organic social and generate inbound leads that fills your pipeline. It's an incredible product. We use it. So give them some love. Go to useinstant.com. Useinstant.com. When you go to their site, all you have to do is put in your business website and it will create your demand acquisition system for you right away and show you how you can start to generate inbound leads using organic social and paid social. So useinstant.com. I'll also link to Instant below. You can follow the link. Let's go into the bonus principle that brings this all together. The key thing that you want to understand with these three principles, on their own, they seem like, okay, kind of benign, but this is how to think about it that really changes the game on how you need to be thinking about how to drive scalable and exponential growth. All of these companies think in terms of flywheels. Flywheels are the things that create exponential growth. Flywheels are the things that create breakneck speeds of growth. And once you start thinking in terms of flywheels, everything changes on how you approach go-to-market and scaling companies. So let's think about the flywheel of these three principles. We had organic social, paid social, and referrals. So the way the flywheel goes for these companies and why they're growing so fast is they post something about the product. Someone sees the post and then they use the product. They use the product and they get some sort of an aha moment right away in the product. They get results really quickly. And because of that, they go ahead and post and share their experience. They share the outcome of the product and share it with their network. Both of these actually creates more posts, and both of these creates actual success. And therefore, once a user sees a post, uses the product, gets success, once they have these pieces, it becomes a full flywheel of growth. It just keeps going faster and faster and faster. The more people that see the post, the more people that use the product, the more people that get an aha moment, and the more people that actually refer it and get success, and more posts happen. And on top of that, the company goes in and takes these posts and actually starts promoting them, which makes the flywheel go even faster. This is the key thing driving this kind of exponential growth for these AI companies. And honestly, this is nothing new. This is something that every Silicon Valley company that has been wildly successful has always known. Back in the day, we called it network effects. But today, we call it viral growth. We call it breakneck speeds. And true, there are two things happening here. One, we're using the flywheel that has always worked in Silicon Valley companies. We're taking advantage of network effects, and social media as a network is stronger than ever. But also, because your product is architected in a way where people can get results so much faster, they can use it and it can spread. We're getting the benefits of both of those two things, which is creating faster and faster growth for these AI companies. So now you know the three core marketing plays that these companies are using to actually drive growth. Number one is organic social, by the founder, by the users, by the influencers. Paid social to amplify the posts that are going online so you get even more reach, and then having an actual referral and viral loop so that they're sharing the product, they're sharing the outcome of the product, they're sharing the experience, they're teaching people how to use the product, which creates a flywheel. And once you have this flywheel in place, you start to become unstoppable in your growth. So now you know how all these companies are growing, and now you know how you can apply these principles to actually drive to 1,000 paying customers for your AI or SaaS product as fast as possible in 2026 and today. And honestly, you could be watching this video in 2030, it would still be true. These are timeless principles. Also, this episode is brought to you by the folks at Instant. Instant is a demand acquisition platform. All you have to do is plug in your website, and Instant will create your lead magnet, it will create your landing page, it will create your organic social content so you can generate inbound leads that fills your pipeline. It will even identify exactly the pieces of content that is driving leads and driving revenue so that you can apply paid social to accelerate your growth. So just go to useinstant.com if you want to put these principles into play. Also, I drop an episode every single Sunday with actionable strategies and tactics from the trenches on how to grow your AI and SaaS business faster based on the principles that I'm using for my own companies. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon, where you'll get notified every single time I drop an episode. If you have a fellow founder, if you have a team member, if you have a friend that would get value from this, if you're part of a WhatsApp group, Slack group, community of other founders and leaders that want to learn about strategies of growing these AI companies and SaaS companies and advisory companies, please share this video with them. It would just mean the world to us. We put a lot of love into these episodes. And lastly, if you want to learn more about how to architect these kind of viral loops, then check out this video. This video goes into how to create a product-led experience that creates a flywheel of growth. It includes some additional strategies these companies are using on how they are bringing in users, getting them to success, but also expanding them within companies and adding an enterprise tier, which is super, super powerful. So you can check out that episode. And lastly, remember, everyone needs a strategy for their life and their business. When you are with us, yours is going to be unstoppable. I'm TK, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everybody.